All right, Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom, select out there doing his work of faith and live with love and true sincerity. All right, I pretty much wanted to get into a quick topic, a little that a righteous man have, and it's based off of, this precept, that you can see here, This is the book of Psalms 37 and 16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. And, we got to remember, that the little that we have, even though we don't have, much materialistic things on this earth, physical possessions and different things like that, you may not have a great deal of money in your bank account, but that's what this world esteemed as having everything. But we know it's not, because we know the things of this world are temporal, but the little that we have, which is our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, in our Lord Yahushai coming back and making his second return, is better than any riches that Esau could ever have. It's better than any riches that any wicked Israelite out here can attain, by selling their soul, by selling up their people, by not suffering the wrath that was brought upon us, for our transgressions against the Lord. Okay, it's better than all of that, man. And all of their riches and their world in which they're living in, their cosmos is going to get brought down to naught, But we look towards the things that are in heaven, man. And it's important, for me to say this, even though it's a common thing, but you got to know how to keep your eye on the prize, man. A lot of times, we can get caught up by the things in this world, because this world, it's so tempting, because Satan is everywhere, You've been tempted every step of the way, damn near every moment of your life while you're walking on the earth, you're being tempted, But the love and the faith and the hope that we have in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is greater than the temptation of Satan, man. It's greater than the temptations, of spiritual demon Satan, of Esau, the so-called white man. All right? We got to remember the faith that we have in us. We got to constantly remember the endurance and the path that we're taking in this truth, okay? Walking that 8-mile road, so to speak, man. Walking the longest yard, man. This is what this is like, for brothers that watch, Dragon Ball Z, like when Goku, he was, I forgot what they call it, that path, what I'm saying? When, he so-called had went, was, in between worlds or something after he had died on Earth or whatever, a snake way or something like that they call it. And he's on that long, journey, that's what this is for us, man. And amongst that journey, you just may be sitting there thinking like, damn, when is the end going to be? When is the end going to come? And if you don't keep your eye focused on that prize, you could begin to lose some of those spiritual nutrients, those spiritual riches, in which Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai have instilled you with, man. That's why we have to constantly bring these things out. Week in and week out, when you're on them highways and byways, we bring the same things out. New events and things may occur, but constantly we're bringing the same word out week in and week out. When we do these videos, we bringing the same topics, every single day. It's just formatted differently, in a repetitious form, because what they say that repetition is the father of learning, That's why when we dive into these scriptures, when we dive into the laws that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai gave unto us, they are so repetitive. Because as Israelites, what the Lord said, we are obstinate, meaning pretty much we're hard-headed. So in order for it to get through our thick skulls, we got to constantly be embedded with the same information over and over and over again. That's why you constantly have to remind yourself, This is what I'm fighting for. I know what I'm fighting for. I'm not going to give up. Satan is not going to overcome me through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And knowing that the faith that you have within your mind, within your spirit, is greater than anything that, you know what I'm saying, Esau can ever try to offer you, man. You know? Our righteousness, if we endure to the end, shall last forever. You know? And we got to keep in mind, too, what David said, you know, going into the book of Psalm 73. Okay? And yeah, I'll just start from the top. Yeah, it says Psalm 73 and 1, a psalm of Asaph. Truly, Yahweh is good to Israel, even to such as of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Okay? So he got envious for a moment because what? King David, at this moment, when he was thinking about it, you got to place your mind how he was thinking at that moment. He said, for I almost slipped because I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Like these niggas out here, they doing all of this shit. How the fuck is they getting all of this? You know, he got caught up in a carnal mind state there for a moment, but he caught himself through the spirit of the Lord. He caught himself and he got back on point. His mind got back focused, man. And he realized, you know what I'm saying, what he's going to say towards the end, because he goes on to explain, you know, about the wicked and the substance in which they have. But then when you go to verse 17, to get straight to the point, until I went unto the sanctuary of Yahweh, then I understood their end. Okay, so what? He had to take that time and he had to pray unto the Lord for the Lord to sup with him, you know what I'm saying, so he can clear all of them cobwebs that Satan was trying to implant within his mind, man. You know, it's a battle, man. Every single day, and it's truth, you damn right, it's going to be a battle, man. You know, and I always, you know, say, you know, pretty much, you know, we're going to lose some battles, but we want to make sure that our wins outweigh our losses, you know, which is pretty much a common saying, you know. But I read that again. It says, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou cast them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation, as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors? As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image, man. Okay? So that's how it is, because their riches and everything that they have is going to be gone in an instant, man. It's going to be gone in the blink of an eye, you know. And how the scriptures say real quick in Colossians, Colossians 3 and 2. Yeah, it says Colossians 3 and 2, set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahushua in Yahweh. Okay? So our affections, the things in which we look forward to, are not here upon the earth. Of course, we're going to have actual tangible things that we're going to take a liking to, want to get into, or, you know what I mean, little trinkets of today. But that's all it is, man. Well, everything that Esau has within his current time, you know, they may be able to live underwater. They may be able to do this. They having the time of their life. They're having a fucking ball, you know. But the things in which we're going to have in the kingdom, Esau can't touch that within this piece of shit kingdom in which they have, man. Okay? None of it, man. The things of the kingdom are going to be thousands of times greater, you know, than the riches of this world, you know. So it says, set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahushua and Yahweh. So everything, so our desires of us, you know, wanting to, you know, have a good time and doing all of that, that's hid in Yahushua, man. You know, because now it's not the time for no child's play. Now it's not the time to be out here, you know what I'm saying, in the clubs, riding, partying, doing shit that other Jake out here do, man. Our life is hid with Yahushua. Okay? We hid underneath that banner of Yahushua of suffering, man. Okay? And through that suffering, and Lord willing, we endure to the end, then we're going to get to have, you know what I'm saying, have a ball, so to speak, man. But now ain't the time for all of that, man. You know, at times it's hard because, you know what I'm saying, you want to do little pleasures of your own, you know what I'm saying, which is not nothing wrong with that. But as Apostle Gabar got into the lesson a few weeks back, you know, it's okay to have fun, but watch how you having fun. You don't want to be consumed in that, man. You know, like every, you know, say, you know, brothers after camp or whatever, you might camp, you know, brothers might get up and do a lesson, or whether you don't do a lesson. You know, you might feel like, okay, now it's time, you know, I can unwind or whatever. That's cool. But keep in mind, constantly keep in mind not to dive into your own personal things too much. Keep the mission at hand, man. Keep the truth on your mind constantly. This is our first priority. You know, the things of the world may constantly sidetrack us, but overall, we know what we're headed for. We know what our mission is. We know what our goal is. We know what our aim is. Therefore, through us having that faith and endurance, sin can never tear what we have down, as long as the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is backing us, man. You know? But, brother, just remember that your life is hid, you know what I'm saying, in Yahushua, you know, and through the endurance and through the faith, you know what I'm saying, that we have, Lord willing, we will make it into the end. And know that the righteousness that we have, which is our faith, is better than everything within this world, man. All the physical possessions, all the people that think that they're right with their own vain opinions and different things like that. The little that we have, the little bit of righteousness that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua accounts unto us is greater than everything within this world, man. You know? And remember, you know what I'm saying, not to get afflicted in your mind when other people speaking up against you, and this is that and the third. So those different things could get at you, you know, at certain times or whatever. But just know what you have here with this truth. And that's the most precious thing to ever set forth on the face of this earth, man. You know? So, you know, with that, you know, I just hope this quick segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect out there doing this work of faith and live of love, true sincerity. Shalom.